Hey guys, and welcome to another Schematics update. This time we want to talk about Planet Coaster again, more specifically about the magnificent rides collection, and I'm joined by BlindIRL and BillyMFMays. Hey guys.
Hello.
Good morning.
So, there's a story evolving. The DLC was supposed to come out today, and it's not out yet. Blind, what the hell happened?
So, the Planet Coaster Twitter account put out a tweet earlier today, specifically at 8:26 a.m. Pacific time. This tweet states quite clearly, "We have identified an issue with the Magnificent Rides collection, and we are delaying today's release to ensure that you have the best game experience. We are working hard to have a solution ready within the next few days." And then there's a link to a forum post with some more details.
And in that forum post, specifically called out that the Skies ride, or the chairlift, is the main issue. Quote Paul here, "Sadly, we have discovered a serious issue with Skies, which means that the ride doesn't function as intended. At Frontier, we continuously strive to deliver content of the highest possible quality to our community, and feel that this particular issue would hamper your game experience. Therefore, to ensure that you can fully enjoy this wonderful selection of rides and coasters, we have to delay the release of the Magnificent Rides collection. And that they are currently working incredibly hard to fix this problem and aiming to launch within the next few days. However, scrolling through a couple more posts, it seems like they're not really entirely sure about their timeline. They are working on a solution to be available as soon as possible. We can't give a definitive time right now, but we'll keep you updated." Going further down, it says that we do not have a guarantee time frame right now, but we're hoping to find a solution within the next couple of days. And to me, it seems like at first it's, okay, we'll launch within a few days. And now it seems like, okay, we need to actually finalize a plan of action within the next few days.
Essentially, my question here is, what on earth is going on?
Actually, a very good question. What is going on? I mean, first of all, I kind of want to state, and I think I speak for all of us, that we are quite happy that they don't put out a broken DLC, but give it more time since it's obviously needed. So that's the first thing. But yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of wonder what's going on and what causes that. Obviously, one of the rides, the chairlift, but
I think this is the first time they have publicly delayed a DLC. I've had suspicions before about previous DLCs. With this one in specific, I'm genuinely feel that they had it originally planned to come out around the same time as the Theme Maker's Toolkit, because that would have worked really well as a kind of a promotional tactic. But right now, it genuinely seems that there's something going on over at Frontier. They've had a busy couple of months in their defense. You know, they've released a Jurassic World DLC. They've finished up the season for Elite Dangerous, which had a bit of a rocky launch initially. And we're finishing up the season for Planet Coaster's DLC. And so their QA is probably extremely busy. And I'm sitting here and wondering, like, the Planet Coaster releases have kind of progressively gotten more and more shaky as the year has gone on. I'm really starting to wonder what exactly is happening over there with Planet Coaster, why this needs to happen. You know, at the end of the day, they have to please investors, right? They have to keep the revenue coming in. So if they're delaying things and not announcing things, that's bad. Silence is awful, right? But at the same time, releasing or announcing something and then having to delay it because it's unfinished and coming in too hot, that just is even worse. Like, this is, in general, it just looks bad.
Specifically with the chairlift, it seems like it's going to be a more complicated ride to implement than other rides in the past. So, you know, they took on a challenge, and they probably might have not given themselves enough time for that challenge. And yeah, in the gaming industry overall, time management is something that is a big issue.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm in the same boat. I would rather see something released when it's ready as opposed to by a certain deadline. But for a lot of these companies, they do set deadlines because that's just when they can make the most profit. By the time this probably does come out, which, you know, we talked about it before the recording, that it might be more towards January than really this month or even this week, of course, just because of how much time would be needed to probably fix this. And also, a lot of people are going to be going away on holiday. Yeah, they probably won't get to it till January, and January is considered a low month in terms of advertising revenue, in terms of revenue overall for a lot of companies. So it does mean lost profits for them. And, you know, I know it gets a little weird when you talk about games and profits, like, oh no, they should do it because they want to do it, not because it makes money. But of course, they have to keep the lights on somehow.
yeah.
I just think that this is kind of very disappointing from the point of view of somebody who enjoys following this game, purely due to the fact that this is a very anticipated thing. This is the biggest ride pack they've ever done. That's the primary thing that this game's been lacking. And as I mentioned earlier, the game has become less and less stable as updates have gone on. Honestly, I would really just like to see maybe a little bit more either transparency or a little bit of a insight into what exactly is going on. And, you know, I've always been kind of an advocate for transparency and rights for people working on games like this. And in a situation where items get delayed and people have to do overtime and crunch happens too heavily, it almost makes me feel sticky following this. I really hope that they still get their vacation. I really hope that this doesn't impede any time off. That's all I can really say. I hope that it gets the delay that it needs. I hope that it comes out proper, and hopefully we'll have more information in the next few days.
I think, or I hope that you guys agree. Let us know in the comments what you think about it. Is it good that they delayed the DLC because it's simply not ready, or are you angry?
Would you rather that they just released it with one less ride and said you'll get that ride in January?
Yep.
Yeah, that's obviously another way to do it. I mean, welcome to the year 2018. You can fix things like that with updates and push them live quite easily. So I think there's something really wrong there that they didn't choose that way. Anyway, let us know in the comment section what you think. If you liked the video, hit the smash button. If you really enjoyed this video, you may want to consider heading over to Coffee, because Ed, our editor, desperately needs some Christmas presents. You know how it works. He needs money for that. So go over there, give Ed some money. Anyway, guys, see you next time. Bye.
Peace.
Farewell.